Hello everyone watching on YouTube and welcome back to Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition. Why do I have all of my data Digimon up front? I must have been fighting some kind of vaccine boss. Put in the Nanimon, I guess. I don't like to think about it, but put it in there. And then give me you, and then we'll keep Jet in. I don't think I told Jet that someone named the Rosemon Burst Mode after her. I need to tell her that. Try and remember it during a Three Houses stream or something. I always forget to tell her stuff during Three Houses streams, though. I should just message her. Alright. We might, emphasis on might, we might just finish the playthrough today. It depends on how long it takes to go through all these remaining quests. I don't remember if we really unlock any more quests from this point on other than just go beat up the Royal Knights and the Demon Lords. And I would like to do the Colosseum as well. So let's start by doing Dr. Datamon's medicine nonsense. How much memory did we end up needing for this team? This team was 210 memory when maxed out. That's what happens when two of your Digimon are champions. Where did it say Dr. Datamon was? Did it say the hospital? Yes. To the hospital, away! Do. Let's go. I can't remember. I think that Hacker's Memory... Does Hacker's Memory have a longer post-game than this game? Because Hacker's Memory has that, like, post-game dungeon thing going on. Where Grand Dracmon is. I can't remember if it had anything else off the top of my head. It's been so long. But I don't think that Cyber Sleuth's post-game is very long. I can't remember if you do anything. You fight the Royal Knights, you fight Imperial Digimon Paladin mode, and then you fight the 7 Demon Lords. I think that's it. Hi, thank you for coming here, Detective. I'm Datamon. People refer to me as Dr. Datamon out of respect. I've introduced myself 3 times now. Well, I always introduce myself. That's sort of my thing. This time, as you well know, I need your assistance in testing out this newly perfected medicine. And here it is. Please don't worry, this time there's been no mistake. This is the genuine article, my most recent work. Well, congrats then. Well, I'm actually a little worried about this one, to be honest, but thank you. There's a Digimon in this digital space called Rust Tyrannomon. Recently, I discovered a deadly new disease. It causes the victim to lose control and go on a rampage against their will. But surely, with the amazing ingredients that you've managed to procure and my knowledge and skills, this medicine should be most effective. I'll do my best to get you those ingredients. Of course, it was the right decision to entrust this to you, Detective. You have a strong sense of justice, perfect for being my assistant. Next, perhaps you would like me to teach you the basics of preparing medicine. But wouldn't it be impossible to train you as a doctor? Your chosen craft is that of a detective. This time I'll come along too. I would like to see the effects of the medicine firsthand. But you should know before we go, I don't plan on going far from this dungeon, so if you go too far, you can find me back here waiting for you. We have to make sure that Rust Tyrannomon doesn't get away. Shall we, yo? Okay, yeah. Hacker's Memory just had the post-game dungeon? I couldn't remember if it had anything else. Die, Rapidmon. Does this one... Does Cyber Sleuth have anything other than the Royal Knights and the Demon Lords? I don't think either of them have that much post-game stuff in them. And then this has the Colosseum as well, obviously. Behold the rock! Bim, 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 bim. Oh, thank goodness Alphamon leveled up. It's really wild that Paladin mode doesn't have a penetrating move. It's crazy that he's just like so weak compared to so many others. Okay, I found him. I don't remember exactly how to get up there. Kiranmon. See you later, sucker. Nailed it. Bum, 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 bum. Whee! It's gotta be this teleporter or the one at the bottom left. Please be this one. I think this is the one. Presumably we're about to fight a Rust Tyrannomon, by the way, so let me just, you know, heavily stack the odds in my favor real quick. Don't mind me. Get to the chopper. It seems like he started to go crazy. We must stop this at once. Please help me. All right, well, I have an Alphamon or a Yukin, so I have a feeling that we don't really need to worry all that much. He's fast. Ow. Degradate his chaos. This is a really cool animation. 760, not bad. I don't think I need an acceleration boost. I think I'll kill you. I believe. Okay, never mind. You're way bulkier than I expected. Oh, never mind. I did it. Ugh. Quick, give Rust Tyrannomon the medicine. There you go. So, who the heck are you guys? You're going crazy, Rust Tyrannomon. The exact reasons are as yet unclear, but your illness appears to first make you fatigued and then cause you to rampage. So this medicine is designed to restore your stamina. Okay, the medicine seems to work. I see, you're the famous Dr. Datamon. Thank you for helping me. This medicine is amazing. It completely got rid of the pain I've been feeling. I feel like I'm bursting with energy. My body feels so light. Indeed, I've done pretty well with this. Of course, Platinum Sukumon's thing was very effective. Huh? Platinum Sukumon's thing is very effective in repairing bodily functions. Wow, isn't it amazing how useful excrement can be, Detective? Ugh. I'm not reading any more of this. You have to convince him, yada yada. You knew about what was in the medicine? Sorry. Apologies aren't good enough. Though we're fighting again. Behold, more degradation. 595, you got weaker. All right, this time I'm gonna acceleration boost and then you're gonna die in one. It's been nice knowing you, but not really. Omni Sword! Why is Imperial Digimon Paladin mode so weak in this game? Or you can... All right, bye, idiot. I'm glad we could heal you so that I could then, you know, kill you. 25,000 yen. Saint Knuckle 3. Your unique move is already a holy move. Why do you need Saint Knuckle? The Omni Kitchen Knife. This is awful. All right, I'm not reading this. You're back. That was tough. Really sorry, but I had to go. I had very urgent business, and there was nothing I could do, dude. Please say something. I can't stand it when you ignore me. Anyway, let's just be grateful that this new medicine works. The next step is to package the product for retail and all that. I'm not sure how long that will take, but I'll give it my best shot. Detective, you have helped me out numerous times now. With this, we will be able to help many Digimon. I want to thank you for all your help. However, with this particular medicine, it's probably best if you don't go announcing ingredients to the world. Yeah, whatever. All right, done with Dr. Datamon. I think we have one more normal quest, and then it's just the Royal Knights plus the Demon Lords. If we finish Digimon today, what new playthrough am I gonna start? I could just focus Metaphor for a little bit to try and wrap it up, because we've been playing Metaphor for a good while. I should probably try and, like, not rush to finish it, but, like, speed up finishing it. My memory. Okay, I think this is the other, like, not boss fight one. I want Digimon to be better friends with humans. That's why I need a secret human scoop. Ah, you must be the detective in charge. When the interdimensional wall broke down, I was sent from the digital world to this one. Right now, there are Digimon in this world that are afraid, don't know where they are, and think of humans as their enemies. I'd rather not see humans as my enemy. I'd still like to think there's a way that humans and Digimon can coexist peacefully. But I didn't know what to do, so that's when I heard about you guys and how you have solved many problems for Digimon. So I'd like to examine you in detail. Please show me all the good that humanity has to offer. Okay. Really? Thank you so much. Sonia, sorry to interrupt, but I know it's sudden. There's another case I'd like you to take. Seems someone has run out on a bill at a restaurant in Shibuya. The restaurant staff is asking for help in tracking down the perpetrator. It's been a while since we had a case fit for a detective. Please handle this one as well. We're hunting down a dine-and-dasher? Is that really, like, that doesn't sound like our kind of work. You're the detective, aren't you? Please write this way. I sent in the request. I work in the cafe. Please, I need your help tracking down and arresting this criminal who ran without paying. Earlier today at around 2 p.m., a diner took up and left without paying for their meal. I was here in the cafe with my husband. As usual, I was dealing with the customers my husband was cooking. Then, I think it was at about 5 minutes to 2, I went out the back door to go and phone my friend, and I left my husband in charge of the cafe. While I was on the phone, I heard a voice cry from inside the cafe, "It's a dine-and-dash!" So I immediately hung up and went back into the cafe. But when I got inside, my husband wasn't there. He'd run out of the cafe after the criminal. Before I went out for the phone call, there had been more than 20 customers in the cafe, but when I heard the shout and came back in, 4 of the customers had gone. I thought my husband had gone after the criminal. I entrusted the cafe to a regular I knew and went out looking for the missing customers. What? Were you able to find the 4 missing customers in such a short amount of time? Honestly, I just got lucky. The dine-and-dash occurred about 5 minutes after I went out back to make the phone call. Customers must have left during that time. I'm good with faces. It's sort of a town of mine. They even admit that they were all in the cafe. I talked to each of them and listened to their stories, but I can't work out who it was. I'm sure one of them must be the criminal. It's gonna be like your husband somehow or something ridiculous. So please go and ask each of them about this and catch the criminal. Hey, which one of you did it? Tell me, or I'm gonna have my giant dragon run you through with his giant butter knife. Surely the only one who is lying would be the criminal. The other 3 have no reason to lie. Well, that's not as foolproof as you think it is. Please investigate the crime. Where's your husband? Dine-and-dash happened at 2 p.m. exactly right. At that time, I had almost finished and had got up to go to the restroom. I returned and heard it's a dine-and-dash, and there was a commotion in the cafe. It had nothing to do with me, so I put my money down and left. Yeah, the shouting voice was definitely the waiter. I was the one who yelled out, "It's a dine-and-dash." The cafe owner man heard me and went running after the criminal. I was curious about the dine-and-dasher, so after that, I went straight up to the counter, placed the money there, and left. I could only see the criminal from behind. It was a woman. I tried to run after her too, but I lost sight of both the waiter and the criminal. Where is her husband, though? There was another person named Yotsuya who left about the same time as I did. No one behind the till, so I didn't know where to leave my money, but she left it by the register, so I did too. Then I followed her out of the cafe. Also heard someone shout about the dine-and-dash, but I don't know who. It sounded like a man's voice, one man shouting once. But I do not remember this at all. What on earth is this? Nishio is not the criminal. She's a beautiful woman. I fell in love with her as soon as I first saw her, and okay, you're a loser. Spent my entire lunch eating cheap spicy curry and staring at her, but after someone shouted out, "It's a dine-and-dash," Nishio left the cafe. Criminal obviously ran out of the cafe before the shout. How's it going? Do you know who the criminal is? No. Yeah, where is your husband? That should be more important. No, it was probably you. Yes. The criminal is who? Yotsuya. Sure. Well, Sonia, that's odd because I think I have a hunch of who it might be. I think the criminal is Ichihara. Why me? What? I never did any such thing. If you think I'm the criminal, let's hear your explanation. Let's see, out of the 4 customers, 2 of their stories most definitely didn't match. Isn't that right, Sonia? I honestly, like, I was not paying that much attention. Is Sanpei's love for Nishio real? Are you serious? But of course, in all my 32 years on Earth, I've never fallen for a real woman. Shut up! Get back to the point, Sonia. Who actually shouted, "It's a dine-and-dash"? Was it the waiter or Ichihara? In that case, you know your husband's voice. Well, you hear him all the time, right? Sorry, I just heard a loud voice cry out. I don't remember if it was my husband's or not. Ah, I see. In any case, isn't it strange that Ichihara said he was the one who shouted out, whereas Yotsuya claimed it was the waiter? So that must mean one of them is lying, which means one of them is probably the criminal, right? Wait, but then why are you accusing me and not that Yotsuya woman? Sonia, do you know? I have no idea. Don't let me stop you, Terriermon. Yes, sorry. Sonia, you took on this case. It's your responsibility. You're the detective. Show me how good you are. Basically, we should trust in Nishio and Sanpai's testimony, right? According to Nishio, there was only one shout, so it can't have been both Ichihara and the waiter. According to Sanpei, Nishio left the cafe After the dine-and-dash happened and Nishio and Yotsuya, who cares, bro? So essentially, there's no one who can back up Yuchara's story. Yotsuya's alibi is backed up by Nishio and Senpai, and they're not the criminal, so we can believe them. That means Yotsuya can't be the criminal. Yeah, why? This is not, like, actually a detective game just because it says Cyber Sleuth in the title. Don't talk such nonsense. I was definitely the one who shouted out. Called out to the other customers in the shop to warn them of what this stupid jerk was doing. I already told you I ran out after the criminal. Why are you blaming me? You should be thanking me. Oh, your husband actually showed up. Oh, dear. Sorry, couldn't catch the criminal. Criminal is here. Is this the guy? You're the one who dine-and-dashed? Mr. Policeman, this guy here is the one who ran out on the check. This young boy ran out on the check in your restaurant. Right then, he's coming to the station with me. Can't believe you would hire a detective over one dine-and-dash. Like, what did he order? Was his... Like, what was his bill? His bill better have been, like, 80 bucks or something. If this dude ran out on, like, a $15... like meal and you were like, I have to call a private detective to get this guy arrested, like, come on, man. How can you afford that? Case closed. Sonia, you really are as good as they say. I literally did not pay attention to this quest, like, at all. Back to the office. I'm sure Kyoko will want to congratulate you on a job well done. You there? Hold it for a second. You're the one who tracked the criminal down. That's amazing. Quite the feat indeed. Thank you for your help in catching this dine-and-dasher. Or whatever, I'm done with this. Ha, you're such a bunch of chumps. What is this? Great job working that out. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Don't you get it yet? How about now? I'm not a real cop. Haha, you should see your faces. We're members of the much talked about Shibuya Delight Gang. Yeah, much talked about. I've heard about them so much throughout this game. Members of Delight love the thrill of getting away with crimes again and again, and were impossible to catch. Alright, well, now that you've revealed yourself, I'm just gonna, like, have my Imperial Digimon chop your heads off, so. But you mean you actually enjoy running out on checks at restaurants, doing bad stuff and deceiving everyone? Tip of the iceberg, idiot. Do you really think that'd be enough to satisfy us? You've embarrassed us, and you're gonna pay for that. We'll have our revenge. First, I'm gonna spread a rumor around that you couldn't catch the guy who did the dine-and-dash. Best detective around? I don't think so. But such a roundabout kind of revenge won't be enough for us. Catch me if you can. If you can't, we're gonna keep doing bad stuff. Huh? They got away? Where do you think those guys are going? What is happening? I heard something. A gang of thugs who always cause trouble around this neighborhood hang out at the Shibuya subway station. Don't even think about going after them. It's too dangerous. Those guys are criminals. We should leave it to the police. Here's your fee. Please don't be shy. You did a great job tracking down the criminal. So we were all just listening, and then when those guys were like, hey, I'm actually not a cop, we're gonna, like, leave now, we didn't, you know, like, do you see my giant dragon? Why didn't I just, like, stop them? I'm a little worried about what that guy said before about revenge. I'm not. I know what it is. Revenge is when someone does something bad to you, so you do something bad back to them in return, right? Why would he say such a thing, though? It wasn't our fault he got arrested. It was his own fault for doing those bad things. Nothing good ever comes from getting back at someone. Anyway, sorry. Should we go after those guys? Let's do it. We're off to the Shibuya subway station. What on earth is this quest? Those guys are trying to use Digimon for evil purposes. They're probably abusing them all the time. We never use humans for anything. I never want to have that kind of relationship with a human. I'm gonna pet you on the head. Thanks, Sonia. I've calmed down a bit now. I wonder if those guys are in here. Let's go. Alright, that shouldn't be set to all. Baxon. Well, anyways, let's find these guys, and then I'm gonna have Trubimon, like, high-five them into the wall. You see how big his hands are? It'll destroy them. Flatten them like a pancake.